early on, this was after I'd got over the hump of not wanting to play it, so, it kind of nearly lost me again at this point. There is a puzzle you run into, and you go down to a pit, essentially. There's tar all around you. There's like a platform you can go on. If you go in the tar too long, you'll sink. It'll respawn you, but take away a bit of your health. Once you go down into the pit, you can't get out of it unless you've solved the puzzle in front of you. Essentially, the puzzle is you use your force power to pick something up out of the tar, throw it at a wall that you can see that's crumbled, and that gives you your path through.
Yeah.
So you don't know that when you drop down there. You kind of drop down there and you're just still learning the game. You're like, okay, what can I do? What can't I do? I drop down there and I'm walking around this fucking tar pit. And I don't know what to do here.
Yeah.
I was thinking, this is like maybe Google territory early on. I was like, how old is this game going to be? This is not a good sign. I tried to get back up where I came from. I was like, maybe it's not down here. Nope, couldn't jump back up. There was no ability to do that. I was like, oh shit, I'm stuck down here. And I was thinking, well, this is a disaster. Walked around again. I reckon I was down there about 15 minutes when it was all said and done, which is quite a long time to be in this small area.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was like, right, I don't think I'm supposed to be down here. I think I've fallen down here by mistake. I'm going to kill myself, and it will respawn me back at the last meditation point. Yeah. And then I'll go forward and I won't go down here again. I'll see if there's another way round. So I'll kill myself. The way the game works is it kind of follows that Dark Souls-ish formula where if you die, the experience that you had up until that point goes unless you go back to your corpse or to the enemy and collect it. It's not so harsh. If you get enough XP to go up a level, it banks that level in your as an ability point. So it's not quite like Dark Souls because you lose everything there. Nonetheless, it felt like a small penalty. It was early on. I was like, whatever. If I lose this XP, it's not the end of the world. Go back to the meditation point. Get to where I was before. Don't go down the pit. I'm like, where else? Go on the map. Yeah. The map actually is very good for an initial run through. It gets worse as you play it, which if I remember or if you remind me, I'll go into why it gets worse. But as an initial playthrough, it's so useful. It's like, here's where you've explored in this colour. Here's a little golden gate. It's like shows on the screen. That's a point where you haven't explored. And there might be 3 of these in one area. So you always know where you've been, where you haven't been. And you're like, okay, there's going to be one of these areas through. Anyway, I open the map. There's none of those golden gates there. I'm like, okay. All it's got is this tar pit and puzzle like item there. I'm like, well, what fucking puzzle are you talking about? What are you on about? Jump down there the second time. This time, I noticed there's a bomb there that spawned in. The first time, the bomb did not spawn in.
Yeah.
Okay? So I was like, what the hell? I was like, that is unbelievable. That's a complete and utter diabolical situation to be in. I text Biff about it. I mean, this fucking game, it's been out for 3 years now.
How's it still doing this?
He went, that's exactly the same thing that happened to me when I played it at launch. That same bug, that same area. He goes, I know exactly what you're talking about. I had to Google it and then found out that it was a bug. And I was like, fuck me. And I was like,
that's poor that it's still in there.
How is it still in there 3 years? Like, that's my point. And I was like, that's really sloppy. But do you know what that does? It just means for the rest of the game, anytime I'm stuck, I'm like...
Yeah. Is there bullshit going on?
Yeah. Now, there wasn't. To its credit, that's the only time that happened. Biff said it happened to... A similar thing happened to him again later on. I said, don't tell me where it is. I don't want to know. I've been playing post-game. You know, I've wrapped up the story, you know, a while back, but I've just been collecting trophies, still working through that. Haven't run into anything since like that. Nonetheless, when it breaks your trust like that, it sets you up for a bit of a fail for the rest of the session.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's also not, because you think all you got to do is fix that shit. I will carry on talking while you're just dying. I
did mute myself a bit. Only the few times I didn't because I was chatting, but when I do have a little cough fit, I try and mute myself. If you're watching, you think, what's he up to?
Won't be able to see it. But yeah, I think it's unfortunate, but yeah, they need to fix that shit. Like, the thing is, if Biff hadn't experienced it, but you had, you go, oh, I wonder what's kind of gone on here.
Yeah.
But for 2 people to have experienced the same thing, and for it to be a well-known bug and it not be fixed, as you say, early on in the game when you're still trying to figure out Like, it's teaching you the game basically as you play it, and you're getting that feedback loop of going, okay, this is how it wants me to play it. You're sort of assuming that you're missing something. Like, it's like,
Yeah.
okay, well, I must be missing something. The game's not. The game would tell me. So where is it?
Yeah.
It must be me, not the game. But yeah, you've just been given bullshit by the sound of it, which is annoying, especially as you say when you spend sort of like 15, 20 minutes trying to figure it out.
It's not
You
ideal.
good?
Yeah. Yeah. Can work through it.